You know, I'm looking at the Democrats, how they're carrying on and how they're acting and how insane they are, the representatives of the Democratic Party, those who are supporting the party. And I realize that most people do not know how to deal with unreasonable people. They don't know how to deal with unreasonable people in their relationships, friendships, churchships, workships, and political ships. They do not know how to deal with unreasonable people. And if you can't deal with unreasonable people or an unreasonable person, they would use you. They would take advantage of you. They would cause you to agree to things that you would not normally agree with, especially things that are wrong. And we see that happening with the Democratic Party right now. It's an unreasonable party. It's an evil party. And it's controlled by evil men and women. And their demands are evil and they are wrong. But what they know how to do, because they are children of the lie, they know how to keep pushing and nagging and irritating and insisting and until you finally break down and say, yes, you can have it. I'm wrong. Take it. Because they have to do it that way because Satan is their father and he can only gain by irritating, intimidating, nagging, and pushing and pushing and pushing until finally you say, all right, go for it. I'm wrong, even though you're right. And I see that happen. I have some examples of that. We all know, every human being that is walking this earth know that this woman, Kristen Ford, the accuser, the false accuser, as Satan is the accuser, right? We know that Christine Ford and all these other women who've come out and accused the Judge Kavanaugh, are wrong. We know that. The Democrats knows it. The men and women of the Democratic Party know that. And the Republicans know that. The media know that. They all lying. It's so amazing that these people are just lying. These women, they just lie. And they lie in a public forum, and they don't care about lying. Anything to get what they want, even if it means destroying a man and his family and anyone else who gets in their way. They want to push evil. They are evil people. And that's why I tell you that there's no such thing as racism, sexism, homophobia-ism, Islamophobia-ism. No isms. It's either right or wrong, good or evil. And these people are evil. And we see it right in front of us. And so you got to learn how to deal with unreasonable people in your life, your private life and your public life. The Democrats have nothing to offer its voters, nothing. So they have to act this way. And I'm looking at this Ford woman. She looked like she's like mentally crazy or something, you know? She looked like a crazy person. And just lying, outright lying, but can care less. She reminds me a lot of the Wicked Witch of the West, Maxine Waters, with the low IQ. That reminds me, we need term limits. These people should not be in office 40 and 50 and however many years. 2 times around is enough. And that's too long, especially for the Democrats and the right-o Republicans. All right? We got to get term limits. So my question to you, are you able to deal with unreasonable people in your life, in your private life, your public life? Are you able to, your children, are you able to deal with that, or do you cave under pressure? So if you want to have the insight and the know-how to deal with unreasonable people, you got to overcome anger. In anger, there is no foundation. You're not living, you're dying. You have fear and doubt. You got to overcome that, all right? Let it go so you can be free. You got to put first things first. Seek first the kingdom of God and his right way, and all will be added. Know thyself. Overcome anger. Really. Overcome anger. Anyone who has anger has fear. You do. And when you have fear, you're not going to deal with the issues of life in a perfect manner. You're not going to do it. You must overcome anger. And the way you overcome anger, go and forgive. Don't ask for forgiveness. Forgive. And start with your parents first. Start with your parents first, and especially your mothers. Most men and women, boys and girls, resent their mothers, and they're yearning for the father. And many have been told that they resent their fathers, but they don't. They resent their fathers with their mother's resentment. And they think that is their own because they have identified with the mothers. Your father haven't done it. Think about this. What have your father done to you to cause you to resent your mother? Resent him. What have your father done to you? Think about that. Don't just believe because your mama said it. What did your daddy do to you to make you resent him?